I am Ray Collins. Scott Dennis is in later on this afternoon. Our top story, millions of women are wearing red today to show solidarity for a day without a woman.
None of us marched and made our voices heard.
But it doesn't end there.
In fact, we're just getting started. It's time to raise our voices once again.
It's time to raise our voices once again for equality, justice, and the human rights of all women.
This was posted on the Women's March on Washington's Facebook page. Organizers say it's a chance to demonstrate the economic strength and impact women have on American society. On Capitol Hill, some female lawmakers say while they stand with the protesters, they're not going to take the day off. Here at home, a local organization is involved on this one-day show of solidarity. Details of this from our Jacqueline Matter. Jacqueline?
Ray, the Women's March Florida organizers tell me their goal to raise awareness of equality, justice, and the fight for women's rights. People taking part in the event will take a day off from work, paid or unpaid, avoid shopping, and wear red to show their support of the movement. Also, many teachers across the country taking strike in support of the Day Without Women movement, canceling classes and putting public schools around the nation in a pretty difficult position. However, I reached out to Manatee and Sarasota Public Schools, who say they have not seen any impact. But companies like Avon, BP, Pepsi, Caterpillar, and MetLife are all International Women's Day partners, according to the website. Now, this march is getting a lot of reaction on social media. Here's what a few of you had to say on our Facebook. Denise LaRoche says, "These people do not represent me as a woman. Take the woman out of the title." And Wendy Troyer, she says, "As a woman who needs to pay her bills, I will go to work at both jobs." Now, a candlelight vigil and rally will take place in front of the Manatee County Clerk of Courts building in Bradenton tonight. That starts at 7 o'clock. Ray, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jacqueline Matter. President Trump also taking note of Women's Day today. He tweeted out a message to his followers asking them to join him in honoring the critical role of women in the U.S. and around the world. The president tweets that he, quote, has tremendous respect for women and the many roles they serve that are vital to the fabric of our society and also our economy. An unusual display on Wall Street today. A bronze statue of a girl has been posted right in front of the iconic charging bull. The statue is titled Fearless Girl. She has her hands on her hips with a defiant expression carved into her face. The temporary statue was placed there by a New York ad agency with the help of their Boston-based global advisor client. The statue is meant to call attention to the lack of gender diversity on corporate boards. Switching gears now, let's check the forecast. John Scalzi is off this week. Josh Jonas in, and we had some wind this morning again, didn't we?
Well, the wind's a little bit, but it's now calming down. I mean, actually, there's some areas with some gusty winds right now, but in general, the winds are going to be pretty tame compared to what we've experienced over the last few days. Let's check out our current conditions right now. Yeah, a little bit of a breeze, but still, last few days, winds have been gusting over 20 miles per hour. 77 right now with mostly sunny skies, but the clouds will be on the increase. Looking at the satellite radar imagery, we do have some clouds coming in from the east, and that's going to bring us maybe a slight chance for light showers inland today, but really I think we're going to remain pretty quiet as far as rainfall. The question is, when are we going to receive widespread rainfall? We'll talk about that when I show you the 7-day outlook a little bit later, right?
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, Josh. Meantime, wildfires are burning in South Florida and at least 5 other states right now. More than 6 acres have been burned in Collier County. As of this afternoon, it's 30% contained. Smoky conditions from the fire have also forced the Florida Highway Patrol to close a portion of I-75 along Alligator Alley. Look at that amazing video there. At least 2 homes have been lost as well. Evacuations also underway around Naples.
It's like something out of a science fiction movie. It's like everybody disappeared into a time warp.
Troopers are advising drivers to seek alternative routes on the highway that runs between Naples and Fort Lauderdale. So far, no injuries, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. Back in this area, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a 2-alarm fire on the campus of the Ringling College of Art and Design at this time yesterday. Smoke and flames could be seen for miles from the Visual Arts Center construction project. The fire was contained to the 3rd floor of the building. No injuries, and still not clear if this delay will slow down their summer completion date. Well, this story new at noon. 2 men charged with attempted murder after allegedly attacking a man in a Sarasota County parking lot. The sheriff's office arrested these two men, Charles Blair and Robert DeCola. The victim told deputies he was on his bike when the suspects hit him with their car in a parking lot at Beneva and Bay Vista and then beat him with a wooden stick. The man now has a broken nose, broken arm, and several lacerations as well. A man accused of killing a woman during a dispute over a dog will be in court in about 2.5 hours in Manatee County. A bond hearing is set for this man, 83-year-old Eugene Matthews. Back in January, Rebecca Rawson went to Matthews' home with her daughter and brother-in-law in search of their dog. Matthews allegedly began shooting when Rawson's brother-in-law went up to the door. One of the rounds went through the windshield of the car in which Rawson was sitting, striking and killing her. Matthews is charged with second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. Police in Bradenton report a suspicious incident involving a man in a car who appeared to offer candy to a child yesterday on 11th Street West. Police say a man in a silver Ford Taurus like this one approached the 10-year-old and offered candy. The child's grandfather overheard the conversation and approached the man, but he quickly drove off. He's described as a white male, about 60 years old with white hair. If you happen to witness this, please call the Bradenton Police Department. Here at home, an old scam against grandparents is making a comeback in Manatee County. It works when a person calls saying the victim's grandson or granddaughter has been arrested. The caller then gives instructions on how they can pay money and gift cards to get their grandchild out of jail. It's all a ruse. The sheriff's office says 2 victims recently lost thousands of dollars in this scam. Well, on a brighter note now, tonight in Manatee County, the school district will honor Educator and Employee of the Year. There are 4 nominees in each category. The Educator of the Year finalists are Joseph Baker, a 6th grade teacher at Buffalo Creek Middle School, Josephine Johnson, who teaches kindergarten at Terre Elementary, Nicholas LeDuc, a 4th grade teacher at Braden River Elementary, also Courtney Walker, who teaches 2nd grade at Bashaw Elementary, and Employee of the Year nominees include 2 teacher's aides, Michael Brackman at Johnson Middle School and Alfonso Cruz at Lee Middle School. Computer information specialist Valerie Olmsted Dugan and Wakeland Elementary School's Secretary Jennifer Polson are also nominated. Each winner will receive a $5,000 check from the Suncoast Schools Credit Union. Well, it's time for lunch. We've got our chef Judy in the kitchen. Judy, what do you have today for us?
Well, I think you're going to love this one, Ray. I am using baby back ribs, but I'm doing it Italian style. So we have some great sauce, pepperoni, lots of vegetables, garlic. We're going to deglaze it with wine. I think you're going to really like it. So stay with me throughout the hour, not only for this recipe, but you're going to get to hear the information on how you can win a $50 dining card to one of our restaurant partners right here on ABC 7.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th annual Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th on Gulfstream Avenue in downtown Sarasota. Bring your sense of discovery and appreciation of the beautiful to the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Great to see you on this hump day. Of course, it is Wednesday. 2 more days until we get to Friday. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi this week. And it's a lovely 77 degrees outside with fair conditions. I want to point this out, though, because over the last several days, we've had some strong winds, very breezy conditions, and now the winds have tamed down. But I noticed here, winds out of the south-southwest at 14 miles per hour. I'm like, you know, that doesn't seem right. This could be an isolated situation, or maybe something's wrong with the gauge, because you look at the winds right now around the Suncoast, and winds are out of the southeast, maybe about 3-4 miles per hour, and that's it. So anyway, it could be an isolated situation there, but for the most part, for the Suncoast, the winds are going to be tamed today. Around the Suncoast, though, temperatures climbing into the lower 80s and upper 70s once again. The average for a high this time of the year is 75, so we're above that and looking pretty good, especially for all the spring breakers down here visiting. All right, looking at the satellite and radar imagery, we do have clouds that will be on the increase coming in from the east thanks to that southeasterly flow, and a potent cold front that stirred up some severe weather to our northwest in places like Louisiana and Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi. That was tracking down from the northwest and basically now has, I don't want to say dissipated, but it's lost its punch, it's lost its energy, and kind of falling apart. And by the time it makes its way down here, it's going to stall out, but it's not going to have much punch to it at all. As far as our radar goes, very quiet conditions, but with this front sagging down from the north and stalling on top of us, what's left of it, and with the sea breeze developing, we may get an isolated shower inland today, only about a 10% chance, and that will be very short-lived, but also the same thing could happen tomorrow as well. Just to point this out, check this number here, minus 3.62. So we're down over 3.5 inches of rainfall since January 1st. We really need some aid from Mother Nature. When is that going to happen? Well, maybe a few days from now. So for this afternoon, expect increasing clouds, warm temperatures, but the rain looks to come in over the weekend and into early next week. Big cold front, like I said, kind of losing its punch now. It's basically falling apart down here in the northern Gulf of Mexico. But you can see not much going on here in the upper plains, but we do have some very chilly air. And with something called a zonal flow, which means the upper level winds are tracking from the west directly towards the east, see these temperatures in the teens and 20s? Well, that's all moving right here for our friends in the northeast. So they're going to feel a chill down in 24 hours from now. How about the futurecast? Few scattered showers this afternoon. Those will be light, and same situation for tomorrow. For the boaters, well, the low tide will be at 5:27 tomorrow morning, and the sunset at 6:35 tonight. If you're taking the boat out, once again, I don't think there's going to be any issues with the winds at all. 1 to 2 feet will be, the sea is just offshore. 79 for our high today, and as stated earlier, the best chance for rain comes in the latter part of the weekend into early next week. Right?
We're learning more about the fallout of having a bad diet. Researchers say almost half of deaths are caused by heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, which are linked to unhealthy eating habits. This includes sugary drinks, processed meats, and sodium intake, and also not eating enough grains can trigger diabetes.
A way of looking at it is thinking about food as medicine, and food can really improve your health and decrease your risk of developing these chronic diseases.
To avoid these health risks, doctors suggest eating more fruits and vegetables and nuts and fish, especially omega-3 rich fish like salmon and tuna. Manatee County will soon have 3 new playgrounds completely handicap accessible. Commissioners have approved a plan to build 3 barrier-free playgrounds. They'll be located at G.T. Bray, Tom Bennett Park, and at Buffalo Creek Park. Commissioners want the parks to be more inclusive for all children. Fundraising to build the parks will begin in the coming weeks. Each playground should cost about $500,000 to complete. More high marks for the Suncoast. Gallup Healthway's State of America Wellbeing ranks Sarasota, Bradenton, Northport 6th best in the country. Not bad. The study is based on 5 elements: purpose, social life, financial stability, community, and health. Naples ranked first in the list, and last in the list was Fort Smith, Arkansas. Up next, quarterback Tom Brady is branching out well beyond football. We'll explain. And a stinging surprise for one major league team during batting practice. We'll have the story after this.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. A Sarasota opera star sings Madame Butterfly, plus American Stage Theater, Suncoast for Sale, and Cask and Ale in the kitchen.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
We are going to build a great society where no man or woman was a victim of fear or poverty or hatred, where every man and woman has a chance for fulfillment and prosperity and hope.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Look at this. Spring training took a sharp turn for the San Diego Padres yesterday in Arizona. A swarm of bees descended on batting practice, causing players to run for cover. No stings reported. There goes one player. The bees buzzed off and the players resumed their practice without injury. Well, lots of baseball today here on the Suncoast. Starting today in Bradenton, the Pittsburgh Pirates are hosting the Dominican Republic at Lecom Park, and the Orioles are back home to host the Blue Jays at Ed Smith Stadium. Tomorrow, the Pirates are back in Port Charlotte against the Rays. All games start at 1:05 p.m. Well, for $78 a week, you too can eat like Tom Brady. The New England champion has launched his very own line of plant-based meals. The service stems from a partnership between his company, which is called TB12, and plant-based meal service Purple Carrot. Subscribers will get 3 dinners for 2 people. The meals are gluten-free and high in protein, meaning there's no dairy, eggs, seafood, meat, or processed foods. Meals begin shipping on April 3rd, so that's his secret. Speaking of food, today on the menu, Italian-style baby back ribs. Let's go back to Chef Judy in the kitchen. Judy?
Guess Tom Brady's not going to enjoy this recipe, but we sure are. So here's a great deal. On Saturdays during the month of March at the Fresh Market, they have baby back ribs on sale for $2.99 a pound. So of course, I want to have plenty of meals. 1 rack is going to be enough for this recipe. You're going to cut them individually, and to save time, I've started searing them off. And you're going to sear them off in batches. So what I did was I bought 2 racks, and I have another batch that I cut in half, and that's in the freezer. I'll do Korean spare ribs or something like that. But this will get a nice, hearty, comfortable meal. So once it's browned on both sides, and like I said, do it in batches is the best way. Let's add some big chunks of garlic. And an ingredient I love, and they use it over at Valentino's restaurant, are long hot peppers. If you're from New England or Jersey, you know about long hots. So you can get them over at Yoder's Produce Market. So we're going to add some Cubano peppers. I have some red and green long hot peppers and about 2 onions cut into cubes. And we're just going to let that go right on top. Now I have some more ribs, so I can bring that into it too. We're really going to fill this baby up, and let's let that just kind of cook for a bit. In about 10 minutes, we're going to add about 3/4 of a cup of red wine. That's going to kind of deglaze it a little bit. I'm going to take the bread, get it in the oven now, because I already have a batch that's almost done. And this is the type of meal that if you're going to cheat, it's a good idea. Have some pasta with it. Have a little tug of bread. Scalzi's missing it to really tuck into that great sauce. So in just a few minutes, we're going to start adding more ingredients. I have the zucchini last because that tends to get really mushy. So we add that 20 minutes out. So given that it's been about 15 or 20 minutes, we're going to deglaze with the red wine, and then we're going to add some fresh plum tomatoes. Another thing that reminds me of summers in Connecticut growing up. We'd always go to the farm stand and pick tomatoes and bring them home. Mom would make big batches of sauce. So that's basically what we're doing here. A few more pieces of garlic are going to go on top. And then we're going to add some seasonings. Garlic salt and black pepper and a little bit of crushed red pepper. You don't want to make it too hot because those long hot peppers, woo, they give you a kick. But we'll do that. We also seasoned the ribs with garlic salt, so I'm going to enhance by adding some more garlic salt, and I might enhance by adding a little more red wine while we're on break. When we come back, we'll add some tomatoes from the box and pepperoni. Finish this up and wait to hear about our new dining contest. You're definitely going to want to click on the dining page after this.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th annual Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th on Gulfstream Avenue in downtown Sarasota. Bring your sense of discovery and appreciation of the beautiful to the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Our goal is to do things better than anybody in the country. What makes Sarasota Memorial Hospital's program so special is that it's taking care of the patient in every aspect of cardiovascular disease. And in this community, the patients are very active. The idea is not just to get them over that operation, but to get them back to doing the things that they enjoy doing.
car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
What does it mean when New South Windows says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Ford Florida Home.
By Florida workers.
Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Topping our half hour, your cell phones or newer TVs could be tools for the CIA. Yeah, a massive breach is compromising some of the most powerful U.S. intelligence tools. And as ABC's Janai Norman tells us, this breach is rocking the intelligence community, the tech world, and consumers at home.
8,700 documents posted to WikiLeaks revealing CIA programs with code names like After Midnight and Brutal Kangaroo.
This is in some ways WikiLeaks' most daring release yet.
An extraordinary compromise of U.S. intelligence that officials say appear to be authentic, now out in the open and in the hands of terrorists and foreign nationals.
God, it's without question that it hurts.
One of the leaked files reveals a program called Weeping Angel, which can remotely turn a Samsung TV anywhere in the world into a secret listening device.
They could turn it on remotely, but it wouldn't put the power light on. So anybody in that room would then be discussing or talking and being monitored without their knowledge or consent. It's a great spy utility.
And the WikiLeaks revelations show the CIA has the ability to do the same with iPads and smartphones, even gaining access to messages before they're encrypted by popular apps. Experts say it's a reminder anything connected to the internet has the potential to be hacked.
There is no such thing as absolute privacy in America.
President Trump previously questioned the CIA's intelligence over Russian election hacking, casting doubt on the intelligence community. Also praised the leakers now compromising U.S. secrets.
WikiLeaks is like a treasure trove. I love WikiLeaks.
Those WikiLeaks docs allege a home in Frankfurt, Germany serves as a covert CIA hacker base. A spokeswoman for Germany's chief prosecutors tell ABC News they're looking through the documents to see if there are any indications of a criminal offense that could be prosecuted. Janai Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Other news now, China is granting preliminary approval for 38 new Trump trademarks. They'll pave the way for services like branded spas, massage parlors, golf clubs, hotels, even private bodyguards. Some critics are calling it a conflict of interest and question whether or not the president is receiving special Chinese treatment. All the marks were applied for, though, he says, last April while Trump was still campaigning. But the president says he will not conduct new foreign deals while in office. The youngest son of Virginia Senator Tim Kaine was arrested in Minnesota. 24-year-old Linwood Kaine, seen here, was arrested over the weekend with 6 others after police say he disrupted a pro-Trump rally. Kaine reportedly lit fireworks inside the state capitol. He was arrested on suspicion of second-degree rioting but was later released. Police say he is not facing charges, but the incident is still under investigation. The senator released a statement saying his 3 children all understand the responsibility of expressing their views peacefully. The senator was Hillary Clinton's running mate in last year's presidential campaign. The families of 4 people are mourning today after a bus and a freight train collided in Mississippi. It happened in Biloxi. A charter bus carrying at least 50 people got stuck in the train tracks and was broadsided by a train. 4 were killed, 3 dozen injured. A bystander says the conductor was slowing down and trying to stop.
The bus in front of us looked like it was stopped, and I was wondering, why is he stopped? There's a train coming. And as he was starting to back up, that's when the train, collided into him. I don't really have words to describe it. You just don't expect to see anything like that except in movies.
Most of the passengers were senior citizens traveling from Austin to a casino in Biloxi. Very sad. All right, caught on camera in Fort Lauderdale. A couple recorded video of a cruise ship coming within a few feet of their waterfront property. Gary Nelson has this amazing video.
Friday afternoon, the celebrity cruise ship Equinox appears to be making a beeline for the Todd Hunters patio as it leaves Port Everglades. Hubby Bill was getting the garbage can from the street.
I looked up and I knew something was wrong because I was looking up at the bow of the boat.
From the front?
From the front yard, yeah,
from
correct.
The front yard?
Yeah, it was towering over the house. And I knew something was wrong.
He ran to the deck. Wife Yasmin grabbed her cell phone.
Too close! Too close! Get out! I said to myself, this boat is coming to the house. This boat is coming to the house. Come on, Bill! And I was screaming, Bill, Bill, get out of the way, get out of the way.
You can see the ship's front thrusters churning the water, apparently trying to slow its approach. The Todd Hunters had plenty of concerns.
That it had come aground and that, potential damage to seawalls, decks, foundations. I didn't know how hard it had struck.
Celebrity's parent, Royal Caribbean, issued a statement saying the ship was navigating under the guidance of local port pilots. The ship operated safely. We can also confirm the ship did not touch bottom. The Todd Hunters say bilge wash.
I would like to question that when you see that thing having to go into reverse, back out, and all the mud and all the silt from the bottom being churned up. There's no way that thing didn't touch bottom.
Gary Nelson reporting. I love the wife saying, too close, come on, Bill.
You think they heard her?
Oh, she said we're too close, back up. Right.
Exactly, yeah.
What you got today?
All right, well, temperatures are looking very nice, just like yesterday. Upper 70s, lower 80s across the board here in the Suncoast, and the winds have calmed down. The last several days, we've experienced breezy conditions, but not today. Things are pretty tranquil. Clouds will be an increase. Maybe an isolated shower could develop inland this afternoon, but the rest of the day looking very quiet. But boy, Ray, we really need some rain here along the Suncoast, and looks like it is coming, and we'll show you when that could arrive in a few minutes from now.
All right, Josh, talk to you soon. Thank you. New this afternoon now, an international manhunt is underway for poachers who broke into a zoo in France. Very disturbing story here. Police say they shot a beloved 4-year-old rhino and cut off its large horn. The incident happened Monday night. The thieves were undetected by surveillance cameras or the staff that was nearby. Poaching is driven by the demand for rhino horns. A pound can be worth tens of thousands of dollars on the black market. Zoos in Europe and here in the States are on high alert and taking precautions. Back in this area, a follow-up today on a controversial noise ordinance in downtown Bradenton. This morning, city commissioners held their first public reading. Under the plan, the noise ordinance would increase the accepted decibel level and get rid of that 10 p.m. cutoff as well.
We're all moving in the right direction. We're trying to get along as neighbors. Unfortunately, there's a lot of misnomers about the sound ordinance right now. There's a lot of miscommunication, which needs to be cleared up. I think we went a long ways in that direction today, so we'll see how far it goes.
No decision was made this morning. It was just a public hearing. If approved, though, noise complaints will be measured at the property line of the complainant instead of where the noise is actually coming from. Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan has announced plans for a town hall meeting. It's his first since the election. It'll be at the New College of Florida's Sudikoff Center on Saturday, March 18th. Buchanan's expected to discuss hot-button issues like the Affordable Care Act, illegal immigration, and other questions from the audience. In consumer news, the fight for equal pay hits a new level in Iceland. They're hoping to become the first country to require larger employers to pay women and men in the same position equally. A new government program forces employers with more than 25 workers to ensure they give equal pay for equal work. Iceland hopes to end the gender gap by the year 2022. Nike is looking to make its product more appealing to Middle Eastern audiences. The company has a performance outfit for Muslim women athletes. It'll be a single-layer pull-on design made from lightweight polyester in dark and neutral colors. The tiny holes make it breathable while remaining opaque. Nike developed it after some Muslim athletes complained about wearing a traditional headscarf during intense competition. Well, we know about pardoning turkeys on Thanksgiving, but a different pardoning now is going on in the bayou. Louisiana looking to start a tradition of pardoning crawfish? Yeah, the first took place this week. The crawfish was caught and pardoned by the lieutenant governor.
We will make this a tradition after Mardi Gras, the beginning of the crawfish season. We will pardon a crawfish every year.
The name of the pardoned crawfish is named Emily, named after the founder of a famous spice company. Louisiana is famous for its crawfish. And speaking of lunch, let's go back and check on the Italian-style baby back ribs from Judy. How's it going, Chef Judy?
It's going really well. The wine has simmered down, so basically evaporated, but we got all the goodness down in the pot. The baby back ribs that I got on sale last Saturday are browned, ready to go. We have the onions, the long hot peppers. Now I'm going to add some sauce, a jar of Lydia's sauce. I mean, I hope she doesn't mind, the infamous Lydia Bastiani, that I'm using her sauce, but it just adds so much flavor. And it's a good little cheat to get you started. I'm also going to add a container of the palmy tomatoes. I love these. They're bright, they're fresh, and I prefer to use the chopped than the puree because you already have the pieces of the tomato from those wonderful tomatoes that we use from Yoder's, so we have more pieces in here. That's really going to give it a depth of flavor. Now, pepperoni and dry salami. You can do both or just one, but there's plenty nowadays you can use that are uncured, so you don't have to use things that have MSG and things like that. There you can find them almost anywhere, all natural. I love that. Okay, so that is going to soak in a good pepperoni sauce. You got to have that spice in. Then in the last 20 minutes, like I said, that's when we're going to add the zucchini. So we're going to add it cubed, and it's going to hold up better because it's not going to overcook as much. And that's basically the dish. We're going to put it on pasta, and I took the bread out of the oven. But let me tell you about the dining contest. Starting today, click on the dining page on mysuncoast.com, and we have a special contest for you. Every Wednesday, we're going to draw a name, and that person will win a $50 gift card to one of our wonderful restaurants that are partnered with us right here on ABC on My Suncoast. We'll show you that again when I come back for a taste. Right now I'm going to get the pasta ready. I have some nice pappardelle pasta, and I'm going to get that ready on the bottom, and then we'll get our ribs going, and man, are we going to have a nice lunch today. So stay with me as I scoop this into the plate and get ready for more information on our new contest and some great ribs.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Join us for Sarasota Opera's 2017 Winter Festival, opening February 11th. Featuring Puccini's most famous opera, Madame Butterfly, Rossini's delightful comedy, The Italian Girl in Algiers, Poulenc's heartbreaking dialogues of the Carmelites, and the medieval thriller The Love of Three Kings by Italo Montemezzi. Tickets are on sale now. Call 941-328-1300 or visit sarasotaopera.org.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
In town, on the town,
The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Main. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
It's the granddaddy of them all, the 89th Annual Arcadia All-Florida Championship Rodeo. March 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, the Arcadia Rodeo Association is proud to present this PRCA-sanctioned event featuring some of the world's best bull, bronc, and bareback riding, roping, barrel racing, and steer wrestling. For the little wranglers, there's a calf scramble and mutton busting. Gates open at 11 each day. For tickets, visit ArcadiaRodeo.com or call 800-749-7633. It's rodeo at its finest. Don't miss the 89th All-Florida Championship Rodeo, March 9th through 12th.
Well, this is a live look outside our ABC studios. This is from our tower cam, looking at some boats in Sarasota Bay, and it's a beautiful day out there. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. We'll see the clouds on the increase this afternoon, but a lovely day to take your boat out because over the last several days we've had breezy conditions, and that's kind of limited our ability to bring our small crafts out. But not today with light winds and looking very nice, especially with the temperatures. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. I hope you're enjoying this wonderful day. 77 right now in Sarasota, 78 in Venice, 80 in Northport and Arcadia. So temperatures climbing above the average high is 75 right now. And we're not even at the warmest part of the day yet. So temperatures could be maybe 2-3 degrees above what we're currently experiencing right now. Light winds around the Sun Coast, generally out of the southeast. Eventually they'll be coming in from the southwest and west. And here in Minnesota, 5 miles per hour. That's really about it. Maybe 8 to 10 miles per hour at the highest amount of wind gust, but that's really about it compared to what we've experienced over the last several days. Satellite radar imagery, well, few clouds popping up with the heating of the day, so we're going to expect increasing clouds. Maybe an isolated shower could develop inland this afternoon. Again, that will be isolated. We did have a potent cold front up to our northwest that caused severe weather the other day in places like Louisiana and Arkansas, areas of Mississippi, and even the panhandle of Florida. That, as you can see, has pretty much dissipated. There's still a front there. It is sagging south. Looks to stall on top of us by later tonight into tomorrow. But unfortunately, it's not going to bring us much rainfall at all. And we're down over 3.5 inches of rainfall. We really need to make that up. So the question is, when are we going to see the rain again? Well, let's start with the forecast today. Increasing clouds, warm temperatures, but looks like Mother Nature is going to help us out with a little bit of rainfall coming in over the latter part of the weekend and into early next week. Not much to show you here over the lower 48 at this time, maybe a few snow showers in northern Michigan. But here's the remnants of that cold front that was strong the other day, causing the severe weather into the Gulf of Mexico now and not really doing much at all. So our futurecast looks like this. We are calling for some isolated showers possibly this afternoon. Those will be inland. Then with the stalled out front on top of us, tomorrow maybe some more shower activity will get going with a sea breeze, but really not a lot to talk about as far as rainfall over the next couple of days. But like you said, by the weekend, looks a little bit better. Your low tide today at 3:39 p.m. High tide would be at 9:09 this evening. And again, a very nice afternoon to take the boat out. Westerly wind at 5 to 10 knots. Sea is just offshore at 1 to 2 feet with a light chop in the bays. 79 for the high. And there you go. Into the weekend. Well, we're going to have another system come in here to bring us a better chance of widespread shower activity. And then also the winds will kick up by next Tuesday, right?
All right, thank you, Josh. An unusual sight in New York City when the Statue of Liberty went dark for 2 hours overnight. The blackout was reportedly due to a technical issue related to a project for a new emergency backup generator. Crews today will investigate the cause of the outage, nothing more than just a blackout. Back in this area, some different art in Bradenton's Village of the Arts. 3 artists are transforming the intersection of 12th Street West and 9th Street West into a colorful scene that'll welcome guests to this creative district. The art will be applied using commercial-grade thermoplastic. They'll be working on the project on Monday and Tuesday nights from 8 p.m. overnight into 5 a.m. She's an amazing Suncoast woman who has astounded doctors and competitors in every sport she's tried. Our Linda Carson has her story.
Debbie Schock's challenges started at birth.
I was born without a femur and a hip joint and part of my pelvis. So I had a shortened leg.
The outlook was bleak.
Well, the first doctor they ever took me to said she'll never walk.
Her parents found better doctors.
They amputated my foot so I could wear a leg. And I had a knee joint, but it was all the way up at the top. And they took the knee and fused it. And then, but my mom and dad got a leg for me when I was 10 months old.
From then on, despite her diabetes, Debbie was off.
I rode my bicycle about 6 miles to the pool and swam all day. And it didn't bother me that I was the only one there with one leg hopping around the pool.
She was on the golf team and the volleyball team. She graduated from Indiana University and got her master's degree.
I worked in D.C. as a speechwriter for someone. She was during the Reagan administration.
At a Learn to Ski program, she met her husband, John. He was from London, and she soon moved there, joined the British disabled ski team, and competed all over Europe. Then she and John moved back to Florida.
I owned a structural steel fabrication company, and I was named Tampa Bay Business Journal's Businesswoman of the Year for manufacturing while we owned the steel company.
She became known as the Woman of Steel. They met her spirit. She says she deserves the name because of her body parts.
I have an insulin pump, and I have a blood glucose monitor. I have a spinal cord stimulator, and my leg, obviously. And so I'm over 50% replacement parts.
Debbie sailed a sunfish in Sarasota with the Laughing Lassies, went scuba diving in Fiji with sharks, and flew a sailplane. And she's a motivational speaker. She says her disability hasn't held her back. Instead, it's given her opportunities she wouldn't have otherwise had.
I write for a golf magazine, and I write on adaptive golf. So I wouldn't have had that opportunity.
And her life lesson, be on the lookout for opportunities.
And so it's all about seeing opportunities and not so quickly say no.
Debbie and John have been together 33 years now. The adventures they've had. But they both agree the best is yet to come. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
A great story. Thank you, Linda. Still to come, a beachfront wedding for dogs and a change of status for Scarlett Johansson. Entertainment news is next.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th annual Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th on Gulfstream Avenue in downtown Sarasota. Bring your sense of discovery and appreciation of the beautiful to the Sarasota Spring Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $16,599. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Port Florida Home.
By Florida workers, because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
You can do something about a crime.
any crime, and you can receive a reward of up to $3,000 cash. Call Crime Stoppers with information about criminal activity, unsolved crimes, drug dealers, fugitive criminals, stolen property, illegal weapons. Call 366-TIPS. You will remain anonymous. Visit SarasotaCrimeStoppers.com. Download the Crime Stoppers P3 mobile app from the Apple iTunes Store or Google Play. Call Crime Stoppers 366-TIPS. Paid for by the Attorney General's Office, Crime Stoppers Trust Fund.
If you want to rediscover the smooth, radiant skin of your past, consider a facelift, eyelid lift, or laser resurfacing from Faces by Fezza. Restore your natural, youthful appearance and the confidence that goes with it when you trust your face to the expert hands of Dr. John Fezza. Using a delicate touch, he gives you natural-looking contours, a clean jawline, and long-lasting results. Call today to schedule a private consultation, because when you look good, you feel good. Faces by Fezza at Center for Sight.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
Okay, Judy, what do we have here?
We have a spicy version of Italian-style baby back ribs. We have those long hot peppers that I love so much. Pepperoni and salami is right in the sauce. A little bit of a kick. Deglazed it with red wine and put it on pappardelle pasta. And of course, crusty loaf of Italian bread to just rip off and sop up that sauce. Now, Josh, I want to, while you have your lunch, I want to tell everybody about our new
I'm not going to talk
dining contest. You get to eat our new dining contest. Every Wednesday, we're going to be drawing names. So you go on mysuncoast.com, click on where it says dining contest, and you can enter to win a $50 gift certificate. We're going to do this every week. So watch Chef Judy's Dish Monday through Friday at noon, and we will let you know who wins, but it's going to be a delicious time because we're going to do this all year long. So click onto that dining page. You'll get this recipe, a video of Josh having his lunch. And what do you think, Josh? It's going to be a messy one, but a really good one. So while Josh, you finish up, you remember to go on to mysuncoast.com on the dining page. And Ray, don't worry, I have plenty of ribs for you too. We'll be over there in just a second.
I'll be right with you.
Okay.
Entertainment news now. Kids in Russia who want to see Beauty and the Beast are out of luck. The country's culture ministry has rated the movie 16+, meaning only those over 16 are allowed in theaters. A Russian lawmaker calls the film gay propaganda because one of the characters is homosexual. Pete Davidson has been missing in action. The Saturday Night Live actor posted on Instagram the reason he hasn't been on social media or the show is because he's looking to get clean. Davidson recently quit using drugs and says he is happy and sober for the first time in 8 years. He says he used to smoke marijuana to deal with Crohn's disease. It's unclear if he's battling an addiction to something else. A very famous Harvard dropout is returning to his alma mater, this time to give the graduation address. The university has chosen Mark Zuckerberg to give the speech this year. Zuckerberg founded Facebook while a Harvard sophomore in 2004 before quitting to go work for the company. He had planned to return to Harvard later, but changed his mind. In fact, he's got 56 billion reasons to change his mind. He's done quite well. Actress Scarlett Johansson is filing for divorce from her second husband. His name is Romain Dariac. The couple actually split last summer. They were married in 2014. She was previously wed to actor Ryan Reynolds. And while that relationship falls apart, another is coming together in the Philippines. A group of dog owners got together over the weekend to marry their pets. A doggy bride and doggy groom, doggy guest, even a doggy priest. Can't beat this video, folks. The owners say it was a fun way to promote how important dogs are to our society. The ceremony took place on a beach. No complaints.
So I want to know if it was an arranged marriage or they found true love while they were out wandering the neighborhoods.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree on this one.
Oh, but I'm bummed.
Wow.
Very good. Josh, take it away from that.
Yeah, interesting transition there. But
Got some rain this weekend?
Yeah, the rain this weekend, but right now it feels like the dog days of summer, I guess.
Nice. You did find something.
I'm trying here.
Yeah.
Give me something. Upper 70s, lower 80s for our forecast today. A slight chance of showers this afternoon inland. Same thing basically tomorrow. And then the best chance of rain comes our way by the weekend with another system coming in here. And things look to be interesting by actually Monday night into Tuesday with the winds kicking up, and temperatures actually could drop into the lower 70s, so below our average high of 75. But still, next few days looking pretty nice.
And if you're heading south, make sure you check ahead because the road was closed on I-75 due to those brush fires in the Naples and Collier County area. The winds were so bad we could smell it up here the past couple days.
Exactly. We have the National Weather Service has issued a smoke advisory down south of us. And as those winds coming up from the south, we were able to smell the smoke yesterday. But the winds are lighter today and coming out of the southwest and west. So probably not a lot of smoke in the air for us today.
No, don't smell it as much at all.
Good to know. And don't forget to log on to mysuncoast.com and the dining page, and you can enter to win a $50 gift certificate to dinner at one of our wonderful restaurants right here on the Suncoast.
Very good idea. I'll do it right away.
There you're not allowed.
That is a fake name. Thank you, Judy.
I'm going back to the pasta.
Have a nice afternoon, folks. See you at 5.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
My yard, it's overgrown, it's out of control, it's a huge problem.
I showed Randy our entire line of outdoor power equipment. We have everything he needs.
Ace is the place that lets you clear land like a modern-day pioneer. Yeah!
Don't miss the March red hot buys on Roundup Weed and Grass Killer and Spectracide Fire Ant Killer. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.